So who am I looking at? I'm looking at this Nigerian sensation, Shaboozey, a Nigerian doing country music with Beyonce. Shaboozey, a Nigerian doing country music with Beyonce. Now, I basically want us to look at him, read a biography of him, and then also we look at his stints with Beyonce and how basically once again the Nigerian music space is aiding to Africa positively and adding up to the image of Africa, which we don't see, but basically a lot of people know. Those who are like-minded, those who are not filled with hatred and jealousy, will come to terms with the fact that it is Nigerians. Collins Obinna Chibueze, born May 9th, 1995, known by his stage name Shaboozey, is an American musician, singer-songwriter, filmmaker, and record producer. His music combines hip-hop, country, rock, and Americana. Welcome to today's edition right here on this channel, TJ Studios. I am TJ, I am your commander-in-chief. I am the chief campaign, and basically you know the norm. I am here to serve you. Well, there is something new in the pipeline for today's exclusive, but you can call me Emeka, Chukwu Emeka Imaswen, and Folarin. I love that name, okay? Given to me by my Niger people. What is actually on the bill? Today, I wanted us to do or to have a biography and a fact file of, one, artist, should I say, one, somebody I revere and I just saw, within the space. I decided to do, a personal biography and a fact file of him right here on TJ Studios. Okay, so who am I looking at? I'm looking at this Nigerian sensation, Shaboozey, a Nigerian doing country music with Beyonce. Shaboozey, a Nigerian doing country music with Beyonce. Now, I basically want us to look at him, read a biography of him, and then also we look at his stints with Beyonce and how basically once again the Nigerian music space is aiding to Africa positively and adding up to the image of Africa, which we don't see, but basically a lot of people know. Those who are like-minded, those who are not filled with hatred and jealousy, will come to terms with the fact that it is Nigerians when it comes to the entertainment industry, and you cannot do away with them. You cannot do away with the Niger space. They are the bosses of the African entertainment space. Whether you agree with me or not, yes, that's a fact. Now, I want us to read a biography of Shaboozey, all right? It's basically like a profile of one Nigerian artist who's had, major stints with Beyonce. Okay, now let's look at a biography of him. Okay, Collins Obinna Chibueze, born May 9th, 1995, known by his stage name Shaboozey, is an American musician, singer-songwriter, filmmaker, and record producer. His music combines hip-hop, country, rock, and Americana. He gained attention for Start a Riot with Duckworth, all right, with Duckworth, all right, from the soundtrack to Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse in 2018. In 2024, he collaborated with Beyonce on 2 tracks from an 8th studio album, Cowboy Carter. He subsequently rose to prominence with the single A Bar song, Tipsy. All right, so basically this is about Shaboozey. Now, basically, I want us to look at how Shaboozey leveraged a Beyonce collaboration into a solo chart. All right, okay, so we were pretty prepared for this moment, says Shaboozey, lounging on the floor of a Los Angeles recording studio while putting the finishing touches on his forthcoming album, Where I Have Been Isn't Where I'm Going, due out May 31st. The fast rising country artist is perhaps for the first time reflecting on how he arrived at this point in his career. Not only has the buzzy 29-year-old been working in music for nearly a decade, but a recent assist from Beyonce helped spark a career shifting breakout moment of his own. After appearing as a featured guest on a pair of songs on the Icon's chart-topping and record-breaking Cowboy Carter Spaghetti with Linda Martell and Sweet Honey Backlund, Shaboozey released a solo single, the jaunty country rap anthem, a bar song Tipsy, which interpolates J. Cole 2004 smash Tipsy, and just 3 weeks later broke records of its own. Wow, beautiful, trending on Billboard. This is from Billboard. Shaboozey, a Nigerian. Wow, even in the international space, you find them. They're known as Collins Obina Shaboozey, born on the 9th of May 1995. Basically, guys, you get wowed and amazed by these kind of biographies. But how many of you out there will perceive, a Nigerian artist born and bred in America and has the name Collins Shaboozey Obina, doing massive stuff out there and being able to fit in rock and roll, country music and then hip hop, underlines the fact that it comes back to, you remember the podcast I did where I outlined the fact that, African countries or African peeps go to these countries and they just want to hustle and make ends meet out there. But Nigerians go there and they want to dominate. They own clubs, they own businesses, they own a lot. And they make sure their offsprings, basically their children, become better in the country. I know a lot of other African countries do this, but Nigerians, the DNA in them does not allow them to sit at one place. All right, they are not content. They feel this itchy sensation on their ass that they have to go and dominate, and they are not content in their achievement. When they are done with this, they get bored and they want to achieve more. Now, you look at the bio I read, you could see how versatile Shaboozey is in line with his feature with Beyonce and the collaboration they've had and how it came about. It was a natural phenomenon which happened in the studio naturally. Okay, I know a lot of you do not know Shaboozey. All right, for those of you who are not so much into country music, all right, that is why I basically did a biography of him. And shout outs to my Niger mom. I call her my Niger mom, like I've been saying, because I appreciate her so much for sharing this content with me. Myself too, I've been enlightened about Shaboozey and who he is and the kind of work ethics and the kind of work he's putting into his music. Maybe from today, I'm going to pay a lot more attention to his craft, listen to a lot more of his music, and gather momentum by, adding him up to one of my favorite musicians in the world and in the African space. So Africa, this is your Pan-African channel. My name has always been TJY. In this brief editorial, I decided to share a biography and some of the works of Shaboozey, a Nigerian, all right? And basically, I want you to look at it holistically and also share your thoughts with me. Do you know a lot about him? Have you heard about him before? Have you had an encounter with him? You have a lot of his songs out there. Yes, if you do, shout outs to you. But if you don't, just as I basically got hold of his info in the this week, yes, you also have him on today's exclusive right here on TJ Studios. Share your thoughts with me. Have you heard of him? If you have, share your thoughts with me. And if you haven't, also share your thoughts with me about the Nigerian dominancy and how they are everywhere like a bag of rice and, a scattered salt. All right, scattered salt from the sea. So basically, guys, I'm done and dusted here. What do you also think of Shaboozey's biography and some of his work? All right, works basically. Okay, I love him and I appreciate, whatever he's doing. I'll be looking forward to see more and more of him. It's a Pan-African channel known as TJ Studios. I am TJ. I am your commander-in-chief. I am the chief kingpin. But preferably, I love to be called Emeka Chukwu Emeka Imaswen or Fort Larin, as given to me by my Niger people. If this is your first time of being here on this channel, do well to subscribe to the channel. All right, do well to join the family by subscribing. If you just did, if you just subscribed, welcome to TJ Studios. I am TJ, you know already. Okay, welcome to TJ Studio. You can share your thoughts with us, devoid of insults, in the comment section. This is a democratic dispensation of a channel where we are allowed to agree and disagree to agree. But like I've been saying, it has to be devoid of insults. All right, I'm done with today's editorial. I'll be coming your way with more and more. I salute you and peace out.